Hello, 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 and welcome to the Crew Podcast. I am the visionary Queen Angela, and welcome to Season 2. I want to thank you for tuning in and for all of your support throughout Season 1. We're back, them divas of the airwaves. So thank you for joining us tonight. Share this with someone.
At Wings of Transformation Publishing, we are committed to helping our authors reach their goals and pursue their dreams of becoming published authors. We work closely with each author to ensure a successful publishing experience, and we are dedicated to helping them tell their stories in the most meaningful and impactful ways. We look forward to putting you on the path to writing your book.
Aspiring Authors Magazine is a founding sponsor for Da Crew Podcast. Get featured inside the magazine and allow your voice to be heard around the world.
Aspiring Authors Magazine is an international magazine founded in May of 2020 by Queen Angela. Get featured.
Because I'm back.
Welcome to the SC Book Gal and Friends Chat. We're going to be talking about the latest in book reviews, author interviews, and life. Come on in and join us. We're ready. Are you?
I know you like that. How long you been back, man? I see the girls in the club, they're getting wild for me. And all the pretty
Hey everyone, it's another Saturday night, and I am here with you. My name is Patrice Grimball, and I am SC Book Gal 843. And y'all, so me and this author, we have already been chit-chatting before you guys got here. She got some poetry. Yes, I'm using my geechiness. She got some poetry, you guys. And then on top of her poetry, she has this beautiful, breathtaking artwork. Oh my God. Y'all have to see, I'm not going to let y'all see the artwork. See, y'all think y'all slick. Y'all going to have to get the book to see the artwork. But her name is Miss Moore, and we're going to bring her up, and she's going to introduce herself. Come on up and join me, sweetheart.
Hi, my name is Marcine M. Moore, and I am the author of the best-selling book, Phoenix Heart, which is poetry, as Ms. Patrice said, and I currently reside in Dallas, Texas.
So y'all, we're going to get, well, y'all can see the cover like right behind her. If y'all see that, isn't that beautiful, you guys? I can just stare at it all day, and I've been talking to her about it. But you have to get the book to see some of the illustrations. You guys, I'm floored. And she said that somebody told her that poetry books does not have illustration. I think she done started a whole new sector of the game with this. Okay, you guys? So, Ms. Moore, welcome to SC Book Friends Chat.
Thank you.
Tell us a little bit about yourself.
Well, about myself. I'm a fun-loving person. I've been writing on and off since since I was in school. I was kind of what you consider a nerd. But I did sports. So I've always written, and the poetry, it came about as many writers do, as therapy. So I was going through a separation, through a divorce, and so my very first poem was Beauty, which is the first poem in the Phoenix Heart. And so that helped heal me and help me work through and put my things on paper instead of doing other things to heal myself. But as far as me, I'm very open. I'm fun loving. I love sports. I love to travel. I like karaoke. I love karaoke. And
Karaoke.
yes, ma'am. I love
So
karaoke. I
so
can hold
we
it. I don't know.
we we at the karaoke bar. What is your go-to song?
My warm-up song is either Jill Scott "The Way" or Bobby Caldwell "What You Want to Do for Love." And the people who are around the karaoke bars are probably like, "Yeah, that's her song. We know that's her."
Okay, okay. I can do that. I can do some Jill Scott too. What
Mhm.
you do? I
All
can
right.
do that. I can see that. I can see that. So let's go to this book. You guys, I have my copy right here on my phone. So let's go to this Phoenix Sun. Where did the inspiration of the Phoenix Sun, the Phoenix Heart, come from? I mean,
Well, it was a journey. It was a 13-year journey. Like I said, I was going through divorce and separation. So basically, the book is an evolution of the heart. And when you read it, you see the progression of at the beginning of being hurt, betrayed, and then meeting someone, then being healed, and then coming into my healing aura, which then is going into the next book, Reflections Rising. And so that's where the
okay.
inspiration came from.
And I can see that with your titles, beauty, roles. What do I? Why do I miss him so much? But she got a title, you guys. The poem is named "Man Killer." So y'all know. She said she was gonna tell me the backstory of the Man Killer poem. I ain't got no popcorn, but I am ready for this one.
All
So
right.
what is the story?
Well, as far as Man Killer, when I wrote that one, if you hadn't been in the dating world after I had been married. So I'm at the point of separation and out. And everything I'm running into is like, okay. You know what? One man, two man, three men, I'm done because I'm hearing the same thing. I'm hearing, but I'm not seeing the same action. So at that point, my heart was like, And I hate that maybe I might have missed a blessing in one of them. But at that point in time, it was just like all I saw was the same person. And I knew at that point that one line I said, "You will not mark my fate." You weren't going to mark my fate at that time. So that's where the evolution of that poem came from.
And you
Oh,
guys,
I'm done.
when you read the poem, she literally said, one man, two man, three, I'm done. And it makes so much sense because the dating world nowadays,
Oh my gosh.
I'm 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 at the end of my divorce. We almost there. I give up. It's gonna be me. I told someone who I was talking to, I said, in order for me to date anybody else, Jesus will have to come down, sit next to me, and be like my homeboy trying to holler. That's the only way it's gonna happen. Because and
Yeah,
people say, it's what you're accepting. No, it's what is being presented, you know? So I
yeah,
understand that point.
yeah. And then as you know, that was kind of like the first half of, my healing journey because you go through phases after you get divorced. Well, at least I did. Let me speak for myself. At least I did. But I've learned that it's up to you what you accept, right? And then I do realize that what energy you put out is what you attract. That's also on you, right?
Bingo, there you go. So that's when I was like, I'm stop looking. I don't even want to give energy no more. I just want to sit back and chill. you know,
Just want to chill because you're like, golly.
you want to go see a movie? I ain't got nobody to go. You can go together. You know, that's where I am right now. What
Yeah.
is your favorite poem in Phoenix Heart?
Um, Phoenix Heart, Phoenix Heart. My favorite poem is probably the most morbid poem of the book. Hollow is my favorite poem. So Hollow was
Morbid poem. Hold on.
well, it's kind of the most darkest. It's the darkest poem in the book to me as the author, because Hollow was to the point where you ever been at a crossroads in your life, you either go left or right. I was just hollow. Because it's me writing it from my point of view. I was just hollow. It was like I had no feelings. So something, I needed something to let me know I was alive, because at that point it was just like that was the bottom, like we're talking about the dating world, and friends betraying you, maybe trouble going on in your life, and I was just hollow. And that was the turning point where, which way am I going to go, left or right? But I ended up on my knees, and I made it through that point in my life, right? But that, to me, that's my favorite poem. Yes, at all of them.
What would you want somebody to take from this work? From this
From
one?
from Hollow.
Well,
That
yeah, that would be great. Yeah.
I want them to take that, that if you are hollow, or have a feeling where you don't know where to turn or what to do, you will make it out of that situation. You just have to learn how to click it away, learn your lesson from what you were supposed to learn from whatever situation you were in that made you feel that way. That's what I want somebody to get out of that point. Because, sometimes people can be so distraught or in just in any type of turmoil or situation, and they think they cannot make it out of it. But I'm here to say you can. You will, no matter what it is, because what you may feel at 20 years old is not going to matter to you by the time you hit my age. You're going to think, oh, you think that was a problem? Oh, that's nothing now at my age, right? So,
Right.
so
Right.
get that out of that poem.
Learn your lesson, brush yourself off, and keep going.
Yeah,
Right?
and stop repeating it. That's craziness. Once you learn something, accept it and move on and stop repeating it, because it's not going to change. God keeps giving you lessons until you realize, oh, this is not what I'm supposed to be doing. I have learned, and you will progress to the next stage. I'm living proof of that.
Yep. Now that was for me. I had to. Yes. Yeah. That was my nugget. Thank you. I accept it.
You accept.
I'm going to jump off the hamster wheel because I
Please.
truly understand that part. So once you complete it, you publish, you have this book in your hand. What was your initial feeling?
Like I had a baby.
Oh, a lot of authors say that.
Uh, it is like having a baby, because when you start, it's tiny and small, and then it keeps growing and growing, and then toward the end, when you're at your push, the line to push it out, it's like having a baby, because then you have all these thoughts, and you're like, oh my God, how are people going to receive this? Is it going to be right? I thought you have all this. So it's like having a baby, because, when you have a physical baby, you're like, oh God, I hope it's healthy. I hope people accept it. I'm a little baby, but is anybody else going to love it? That's how I felt about my book. I birthed the book.
Well,
I'm in the middle of birthing now. I'm in 8 months now.
well, somebody wants you to know that they are watching your birthing process. Miss Monique Blake. He said,
Oh, yes. That's my aunt. Hi, New York, New Jersey. Hi.
Hi, Auntie.
Yes. Yeah, they watched a lot.
So we went from Phoenix Sun. Why am I keep on thinking?
Because you see the fire, you see the red and the orange. Yeah,
Yeah,
it's the heart. It's the heart, though.
the Phoenix Heart. And
Yes.
now you said you're 8 months pregnant, you're about to give birth.
Yes, I am.
We're going to take a little break, and we're going to talk about that new baby you're about to have. So you guys, we're going to take a little break. We'll come back, and we're going to talk about baby number 2. Baby number 2, poems in it too. Okay, you guys? Hold on, and we'll be back.
Tonight I'm in a romantic mood. Yeah. Let's take a shower. Shower together. I'll wash your body. You wash mine. Yeah. Rub me down in some hot oils, baby. Yeah. And I'll do the same thing. You just turn off the lights. Come to me. Girl, I wanna give you a special treat. You're so sweet. Turn off the lights.
Y'all know that's my song, so I'm back here dancing.
I was too. Okay.
We are back with Miss Moore, and we went from the Phoenix, and now we're going to the reflections. So you have your new book. Can you tell us about when it's going to be out?
If me and my editor talk today, it should be released the weekend of March 15th. Start running advertisements, and I will have an exact date by the end of next week, but that's the target date is March 15th, that weekend.
Well, please make sure you send us an advertisement because I'll be happy to have it on all my social media. I will be an honor. So Reflections Rising.
Yes.
What is this one about?
Actually, Reflections Rising is more examining self-reflections journey. It has poetry in there that touches on different topics that are not explored typically. I have a couple of poems that some people may raise their eyebrows about, but the point of the poetry is for you to self-reflect. So
and you did. You guys.
And I got a kicker in that one too. So you said with the pictures, I also have a part that after all of the poetry is called self-reflections. And so that part is kind of like a journal where it has different questions where you can analyze the poem and write what you want. So it's a little different, but
So you're gonna let me, the reader, read the poem. You're gonna ask me a question, and then I get to analyze the poem.
At the end of the book, it's a separate part. It's a separate part where you can keep your thoughts. Yes, keep your thoughts.
Is wonderful.
Yes,
I love that.
Thank you.
So we'll talk about my favorite one in a minute. Your favorite. Which one is your favorite in Reflection Rising?
My favorite, I got two. I like Bonded and Devil's Reflection. The Devil's Reflection.
Okay. So why do you choose those two?
Well, Bonded is it's about it's love. It's just like it's so melodic to me. It's so melodic because it's about when you find true love, whether it's from a kid or any type of relationship, platonic or a lover's relationship, and you're bonded to each other. And so your heart is my heart. We're each other's melody. We are one. We are them. So that's why I like that one. And then Devil's Reflection is one that when I wrote that, when it was in reference, I was talking to one of my childhood best friend. Hey, Brenda Smith Hickman. Now we were talking, and it was a case that we were dealing with. She's a nurse, but anyhow, that's HIPAA. But it made me think, man, I wanted to write a poem about that, and it was the Devil's Reflection. And so it's about Devil's Reflection can be dealing with a devil, whatever it may be in your life, whatever vice. It could be drugs, it could be money, it could be a man, a woman. But look at that, and in a sense, why are you letting the devil control you? His reflection is right there, but why are you overlooking it? Why are you overlooking this? So that's why it's my personal favorite, besides Bonded. So like I said, I kind of like the
Wow.
more the crazier one. But because everybody has dealt with some type of vice in their life. I don't care who
Everybody.
you are. Even Jesus Christ, who walked the earth, had a vice. That
Even little kids have a vice and they don't even know what it is. My daughter's vice is candy.
right, right, right. But the poem is for you to to reflect on that, right?
Right.
So I'm trying to find it because I'm on my rough copy. 'Cause like I say, I'm birthing right now. But that is my favorite one. And then you yours, did you hit on yours?
You know I'm sitting up here looking at it. So you guys, my favorite, the title is Mistress. And you guys, if you read the poem, it makes so much sense. And yeah, there's gonna be a lot of comments after this one.
But that's what it's supposed to do, is make you think. I mean, I'm just a poet putting it out there for you to self-reflect. Now, I don't know which side you're on. I don't know if you fall as a mistress or if you fall as what I guess if you're a mistress, you're a wife. So um, you know, that's for you to reflect on that. And that's kind of one where I was like, oh man, but when the inspiration hit, I wrote it. So
And the inspiration, it hit her, and you know what, you guys, you have to read this, and when you do read this, you're gonna be like, you know what? It's total sense. Total sense, especially that one line at the end. It says, she is the secret he keeps, the one who will undo him in the end. His secret, his lover, his friends.
friends. Mm-hmm.
So a lot of people, okay, so y'all, I have a new guilty pleasure, and it's called Caught in the Act with Tammy Roman.
Oh,
Guys, it is hilarious. But the crazy thing about it is the mate or the husband or the wife is always going after the side.
right.
Why?
You know what? To me, she didn't. I don't care if it's a popular opinion, unpopular, because I had been a wife
Mhm.
and well, been through that. But the thing is he didn't walk. She didn't walk down the aisle with you and put a ring on your finger. She didn't do the commitment in front of God. He did. The only time that I would ever confront a woman is if you're my friend or somebody who knew we were together. And even then I still would put that on him, but she would get a piece of it. But other than that, my opinion is stop going after the other women, especially if they don't know. That's just my thing. If they don't know, why are you holding them accountable?
So, remember how when we talked earlier, I told you I always bring the element of pop culture in?
Yes.
So, this poem, The Mistress, if you could get any female actor, or I don't even want to do rap because that's too any R&B female artist, if this poem was made into an individual, who do you feel will be the perfect person to play that part?
To pay the mistress?
Mhm.
Mm, Taraji or Sanaa Lathan. Mhm.
I can see that, but you know who I thought? I
Who?
thought Queen Latifah.
Wait a well,
And why? Because that one line, she has no expectation, but loves to have fun and enjoy. I could see Queen Latifah sitting out there riding bikes with you, and then turn around doing the other dude, and then turn around, and I can see her. But Sanaa Lathan, I could see that too.
Sanaa Lathan, I really could. I could see Sanaa. I love her, and I love. Well, I like Taraji, and I like Kerry Washington. Kerry probably could do that.
Yeah, because she did a good job when she played in Scandal.
She was, yeah. Hello, she's the epitome of the mistress. Wait a minute, yes. Yeah, Mark Carey down.
She did it. I mean,
She
we all
did that.
Thursday night trying to figure out where she was going next with this.
But
So,
she did that. Yeah, she did. Yeah, Carrie. Hmm.
you have another poem that actually that came out to me, and I'm trying to find it right now. Love Me Out Loud.
Oh, yeah.
I can actually hear that as a song.
Wow. Yeah. Well, that's beautiful. My people who make music, I can be your ghostwriter. No.
I read that one and I was like, I could see this being a song, something that a scene in a movie where they're finally coming into that love with each other, and you know how they played a little song in the back. I can actually hear that in the background.
Love Me Out Loud.
Yes.
Yeah, that's a. I could see where that could be melodic. Yeah, that was another deep one. That
Yes.
from
Very deep.
Yeah, and it's crazy how I get the inspiration because I walk around and I put everything on my cell phone. I'm very handsy. I'm sorry, and I put everything on my cell phone. And this goes back to the dating scene. Here we go again. Woo, back to the dating scene. And I talk with my girlfriends. We have like these deep conversations, and then um this one came from where it's like you have men around you, but it's not like they want to be around, but they don't want to love you out loud. And it's like I'm sick of that. You love me out loud? Just like a whole conversation. I had this with probably two to three girlfriends in less than the span of a week, and I said, "Oh, okay, this is a theme. This is a poem that I need to get out and put it on paper for someone to read that, because women are asked, and a man, and it could be a man on the other side, because women do the same thing. May go around with a guy, but you're not loving him out loud, and or vice versa. And then it gets to the point where you're asking, please love me out loud. And by the time they decide to love you out loud, it's over with, because at this point in time, it's like I've been asking you, you're not hearing me. You might be you're not hearing, you might be listening, but you're not hearing and comprehending. And by the time that they get that point, usually the other person is done, because you've been there just holding on, right? You're holding on and waiting for someone to love you out loud.
Bingo. So we are getting close to the end of the night, but I'm going to ask you a hard question.
Yes.
I know parents are not supposed to pick favorites.
Oh my God.
Yep, going to ask you. So are we Phoenix or are we Reflections? Which one is rising?
My favorite right now. Oh my gosh. I'm gonna have to say the new baby.
Oh, so what makes the new baby outcome the old baby with a toddler right now?
Yeah, because they're new. No, no, because like I said, I was able to put different poetry, newer poetry in, because the Phoenix Heart is older. He's my old baby, my old child. So, but it was older poetry throughout the years, and this one is more reflective of who I've evolved into, and the topics of today. Because the poetry varies, different topics that I like to touch on at this point in my life.
But that is great. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. I've had so much fun with you tonight. These
Thank
poems,
you.
guys, they are wonderful. And I'm sitting up here and I didn't get to read them all, but now my eyes are glancing. Like I already told her, I'm going to have to ask Jesus to forgive me tonight because I'm going to read this. So,
Oh,
but before we leave, we would like to know how we can follow you, stay in tune, keep up to date with everything that's going on. So tell us how we can follow you, media, social media, everything.
Okay. On my Facebook, it's marcinem.moore. TikTok, TikTok is marcinem.moore. Instagram is the real Ms. MZ Moore on Instagram. And I have what am I missing? And I'm on LinkedIn as Marcine M. Moore. Now, mind you, that's my professional one, but I'm on there. On LinkedIn, I do have a website that will be coming and it's in progress. But yes, you can follow me there. And I appreciate it. And the book, can I plug my book? It's still best selling on Barnes and Nobles. If you go to Barnes and Nobles, look, I have it in hard copy now, which is beautiful. The hard copy version is beautiful, and still the paperback. And Reflections Rising will also be in paperback and hardcover. And I'd like to tell everybody thank you who's been supporting me, because without you, my book still would not be selling. So thank you. Thank you to my Mr. Ruth, my graphic artist. He is the coldest graphic artist in Dallas, Texas, graphic media, and to my editor, Joy Apple.
Well, we're going to make sure that we have all that information. I'm
Yes,
going to email you tomorrow afternoon. I'm
yes.
going to get a lot of information. We're going to share it out. But thank you, thank you, thank you. You guys, y'all want to get this. Just the graphics first, and then the poems. Then we're going to put the graphics and the poems together. I told her this is what we call at the library, the coffee table book, which means it's beautiful. And once you open it up, it's even better. So
Thank you. Thank you.
again, thank you for being with us tonight. You guys, it's another Saturday night. We got it in the books. We had Ms. Moore. We're
Yeah.
going to share everything out. Guess what? You missed part of the show. That's fine. Go to YouTube, rewind, and hear it all over again. Okay, you guys. I will see you back next Saturday night with another author. And then I got another surprise coming up. I got something that's cooking for our little people, because we got to get them back into reading. In the state of South Carolina, there are so many kids that cannot read on a third grade level. It's sad. And a lot of them are kids of the Black and brown community. But you know what? We're going to change that. If you've seen me on Facebook, you have seen me talk about the whole month of August being about children's literature. If not, inbox me. We're going to dedicate the entire month of August to our little people. They're getting ready to go back to school. We're going to help them go back prepared, okay? So pay attention to my Facebook pages, because I'm going to have information about Mrs. Moore's book, information about the kiddos in the reading, and everything else we got going on, okay? But thank you again, Ms. Moore.
Thank
Another
you.
Saturday night in the books. Good night, everyone. Bye.
Bye. Good night.
Good night. Thank you for joining us tonight. We hope you found a new book to read or a new author to explore. Join us again in 2 weeks for SC Book Gals and Friends Chat. Have a good evening. Bye.